Hey, today we're going to be talking about finger strumming technique. We have a question from Billy Chow and he says, "Thanks Neil, great video on strumming the guitar." Now this is in response to a previous video I did on strumming technique as well. You can check out the videos on my channel, lots of content for you all. Now the problem that I have, says Billy, is that the point where my index and thumb meet, that's the problem. Note that I choose to play without fingernails, and when I strum using your technique, it doesn't sound smooth or clean like in your video. Perhaps my index and thumb aren't meeting at the right point. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong. Perhaps you have some pointers for me. Thanks. Well, thank you, Billy, for that question. And I'm really encouraged that you are applying the technique that I've taught you in that previous video. Now, let's zoom in and check out what's happening at our right hand so that I can address your question. All right, so I'm hoping this camera is going to focus on my fingers here. Now, let's take a look. Okay, so we got it here. Now, you may notice I have some acrylic nails, acrylic on my finger. Now, that's just because I play a lot of guitar. You don't need that, all right? This is just to make sure that my nails survive my constant playing. But anyway, what we want to do here is that our thumb and index finger, we need to create this little heart shape here like this, okay? If you can see in the camera, notice that I'm not meeting the index finger and the thumb right here. I'm not finding a little point. That's not it. We need to form a little cross, okay? Now, the next thing that I want you to take note is that you need to be very, very relaxed. Now, I'm not squeezing together so that when I strum, all right, actually my thumb and index finger, they kind of separate from one another. They are not glued together all the time. That's not the point, because when we're playing anything, if we want it to sound natural, if we want it to sound smooth, we need to be relaxed. And relaxed means not squeezing, not having tension. So when you're strumming, all right, it's very normal, and in fact, it's desirable for your index finger and thumb to separate together, all right? Of course, you want to maintain this position, but of course, when you're doing this motion with your hand, it's going to separate a little bit. And then you just come back to it, all right? But no squeezing, no glue. Don't put super glue on your fingers, please. Don't glue your fingers together. All right, let's try to get this camera focus again. Now, the other thing that I want you to take note of, Billy, is that your other fingers also have a part to play in your strumming, right? Although you're only meeting the string on your index finger and your thumb, these other fingers should be curled up together in the same curl motion trajectory as your index finger, all right? Because if you're sticking out like this, and many people do play like that, it creates a lot of tension in your hand, all right? So do not play like this. All right, you want to curl up these fingers because that's the natural position of your hand. Now, I'm just going to strum a simple chord progression like this. Alright, so that's the level of relaxation that you want to achieve. Now, as I'm strumming, my fingers are separating. My index finger and thumb are separating. They're not glued together. Notice that my other fingers, they're curled up, but I'm not holding them in this position. Remember, we do not want tension. We want them to be relaxed. So, although they are free to flail around like this, it's not uncontrolled flailing, because then it will look like this. You don't want that. That's too messy. So you want to have just the right amount of control without too much tension. All right. So it should maintain this position but loose like this. Then you can sing whatever song that you want. All right. And once you've gotten so used to this strumming technique, you can even talk over it. You can become second nature. All right. And you can control the dynamics as well. You can make it softer. The dawn is breaking. Light shining through, you're barely waking, and I'm tangled up in you. Alright, whatever. Alright, that's a random song, and I hope that answers your question, Billy. Alright, so strumming technique, you just need to practice it a lot more, and the difficult thing is to practice being relaxed. Now, if you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to share my knowledge with all of you. And if you want to study fingerstyle guitar with me, you can check out my Fingerstyle for the World course. Links are in the description below. Alright, have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.